Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Maureen Luck. So it is an early morning and I'm here regarding the demise of Babamona, but his real names are Kevin Oselu. Yeah, and Babamona happens to be Kenyan favorite TikTok influencer to many of us. If you know him, you know what I mean. Yeah, so it is like 20 days ago when we lost him together with some of his family members through a road accident in Londiani when they were coming from Nairobi to Nyanza. The death of Babamona, it was so heartbreaking and so shocking to many of us who were highly inspired by him. Because he was famously known as Babamona, many of us wouldn't know his real name. In fact, for me, I have just come to know his real names were Kevin Oselu. So I can remember on this day, it was on a Sunday when we were on his live, and he told us he was going to visit his family members in the village. The village happens to be in Nyanza at a place called Awasi. So when he told us, we were like, okay, that is great. And some of us maybe have wished him journey mercies, maybe through a prayer or in mind. So very unfortunately, on Monday evening at 3 p.m., it is when the news spread like Babamona has passed away. Okay, to many of us, as usual, even for me, I didn't believe. I was like, these people are lying. In fact, I was kind of upset. Who might be spreading this news? And what if this person is still alive? So I was kind of convinced like, okay, he might have been involved in an accident, but chances of him dying, they are so low. So I was like, no, Babamona has not passed away. Because if you remember very well, this is on Monday. It is on Monday at 3 when the news are spreading that Babamona has passed away. And the previous day we've been in the live and he told us he wanted to go and visit the parents at home. How comes? Okay, very sadly, it came to my realization like it was true. Yes, Babamona had passed away together with his 3 family members. His 3 family members. Those are 4 people passing at the same time. I was very heartbroken. So we can say Kevin Oselu died alone, his sister, Belinda, another sister, Connie, then the little daughter who was called Mona Lisa. That's why she was short-named like Mona. For us, we used to know her as Mona, but her name was Mona Lisa. This death shocked me. It left me with a nostalgia, somber mood, like until now. It is like 20 days, but until now, in fact, even before me, I couldn't talk about the death of Babamona because I was like, okay, no. And something surprising, I have never met Babamona in person. I have never interacted with him. I have never called him, but I have been one of his fans on TikTok. His death really hit me so hard. It hit me like, you see that person you've been, okay, for anybody who is watching like content here on YouTube, you have that your favorite influencer on YouTube or be it on TikTok or on FB or on FB. So you get to interact with this person via online until you reach a place you are like, this is my favorite content creator, this is my favorite influencer. You reach that point, but in between, then you can imagine we had a live the previous day and the following day this guy was gone. Like, okay, personally I feel sometimes life, I don't know, but sometimes I feel life is kind of unfair to some people. I can't really understand the mystery of life, but to some extent I feel like life is kinda unfair to some people, and more so the good people. Okay, sitting down, I'm like, in most cases, I have seen good people being robbed away by death. They go so soon. I don't really know how God has planned it, but okay, it is. It really leaves us being heartbroken and everything. I think the fact that I really followed this guy, it was because of his word of truth. This guy, in his statements, he never lied. He never supported anything uncouth. And okay, for a person like me, that is another version of me. So the fact that he used to say the truth, he never supported anything bad. He could say, this is this, and I'm telling you for free, take it or leave it. So I really liked this guy knowledge and wisdom. And that is what made me to know him better on TikTok. He was one of the few men who are talking the word of truth. I don't mean on TikTok we don't have good people. Others, they are there, but he came first. If you can't really maybe believe me, you can try and see how Kenyans, how TikTokers have mourned the demise of Babamona, and you get to understand like this person was in our hearts and not just on the screens. So I think to me Babamona is one of the few people I have known online, and their death has really left me heartbroken. I think Babamona happens to be the person whom I have known online and kind of followed step by step, because he used to upload. He did TikTok with passion, and he used to upload every now and then, and they were just words of wisdom. Yeah, many Kenyans, they have said, Kenyan single mothers, they have lost a person who stood with them, and it is true. I can confirm it is true. And even not only Kenyan single mothers, because me, I'm not a mother yet, but the fact I'm a female, if we can have men like Babamona, talking out there for us, having that respect of the well-being of female in our country, or that respect of the male being in our country, then we are good to go. So apparently they have been in the morgue for a while, so they will be taken home today. Today it is on 17th March 2023, and I think they will be laid to rest tomorrow on the 18th 2023. So just a brief thing, as I said, we lost 4 people, and right now we've already buried Belinda at her home, because Belinda was married to a guy, and I really felt for that guy. Belinda was already married, so she was buried the day before yesterday. So like today, we are remaining with Kevin Oselu, Connie, and Mona Lisa. They are the one who will be buried tomorrow. So I urge you Kenyans, continue putting the family in prayer. If you can reach there, it is well and good. If you can do something, it is still well and good. It is never too late, because losing 4 people at a go, I have really felt for Kevin Oselu's father and mother. Like, it is so devastating, so heartbreaking, losing 4 people at a go. 3 children with a grandchild. At this point, I'm like, this world, sometimes, I'm sorry to say this, but sometimes I see it is like life is a bit unfair. I don't know really. I don't want to question God that much, because God has a reason for everything. But how I wish He could have let Babamona live, see Mona Lisa growing to a young girl, a young lady, a woman, and even have a kids, and that girl was really blessed because having a dad who is working with you since you are young. And I know Babamona could have worked with Mona Lisa throughout her teenagehood, her youthfulness, all the way, because that young princess was Babamona's heart. He really loved, adored, cared for that little princess. If Babamona was in alive, then maybe Mona Lisa was sleeping. Babamona could pause or even stop the life just to take care of the little Mona Lisa. Okay, it is very unfortunate. Personally, me as Maureen Lack, I really feel they went too soon. Gone too soon. Talk of Belinda, I saw it is not long before since she has graduated from the university. Talk of Connie, she was a very young girl who I know she could have, embraced the future. And having a brother like Kevin Oselu or Babamona, you can imagine how those ladies, they could behave to people, be it in public. When you have it feels nice. I don't have a big brother, but I think it feels nice if you have that big brother who understands himself very well. It reaches a moment he inspires you, maybe talks to you, because I'm very sure, if Babamona could afford talking to this large crowd of people, the public, talking to them for free, giving them knowledge and wisdom, what about the sisters? So the sisters, they went too soon. Kevin Oselu, gone too soon. Mona Lisa, a very young soul, we are in the world, and sometimes in the world you will ask yourself questions that you will never get answers, and most times we leave it to God, because God knows it better than us. He's the Alpha and Omega. I think the death of Babamona and the family has taught me something. It is something that you know, but I would like you to hear it again. You know what? If you have people in your life, those people you've interacted with, those people in your contact list, whom you are in terms, leave alone those people. Maybe they are in your contact list and you brushed somewhere, or you never talk. Leave alone those ones, or if those you never talk, you can choose to forgive them. And maybe I hear you can forgive and not talk to them, but at the same time you can choose to forgive them and let it, because in this world we have some people who are kind of so wicked in a manner that they can do something to you. You feel like, I can forgive them, but me, you can't bring everything back to normal. Even that relationship you had with those people, bring it back to normal. It is very hard, because you will be lying to yourself, or you will be pretending. I have seen many cases where somebody, maybe he or she was your friend, then you brush, but the moment you brush, you are if you are a forgiving person, you are let me forgive him or her, but I don't want us to keep on interacting, because when you interact, there are also high chances of you guys brushing again or parting ways. So you are let me stay by myself that way. So those, put them aside. If those people you have in your contact list, you are in terms, but you never talk for months, you never talk for years, you never talk for weeks, you never talk for days. Normalize checking up on people. Be it what, just go through your contact and you're this is Maureen Lack. When was the last time I talked to her? Talking to a person doesn't mean you want to give that person something or that person wants to get something from you. Just call like, hi, how are you doing? Are you faring on well? Then somebody, you'll get back the response and you're like, yeah, even me, I'm faring on well. That is it. It means a lot. It means a lot, because these people, when you interact with a person, then you never talk. By bad luck, when that person passes away, it hits you very hard, because you've ever interacted with this person. You had that time to talk to this person, but you don't have that time to talk to this person anymore. And as we know, death is something that you cannot reverse. And leave alone even person, the way I'm terming it, even your parents, your siblings. There are people outside here, you are living like a bird. You are living by yourself. You don't want anybody to call you from your family, anybody to visit you, anybody to talk to you. Whenever you talk to people from shags, you are like, they want something from me. You talk to your cousin, you are like, she's going to ask me for money. Okay, many say money is everything, but to me, life has taught me money is not everything. That is a topic for another day. Yeah. Your parents, check up on them, your siblings, your relatives, your grandparents, then stretch to your friends, to your colleagues, anywhere. Be human, just be human. Check up on people, call them, hi, how are you doing? Or send them a text message. Hope you are faring on well. Many people are going through a lot. We sit down and you are like, oh, so and so is not calling me. Right now, maybe she thinks she has money or he has money. That's why people are going through a lot. You will just come to learn later on, this person even was depressed or is depressed, or he was depressed, she was depressed until she died. That is where we talk about mental health. He or she just died because of depression, and that person is in your contact list. I believe if you have somebody who is in your contact list, that person does not deserve to die of suicide or something. Talk to people. Forget about giving them something. Talk to them, just a word of mouth. Thinking with the person. Talking towards this one thing until you come with a mutual understanding, like, this is this, we have decided it is this, and we are settling on this. Yeah, Maureen, don't do this, it is like this, So, normalize checking up on people. Another thing, post people while they are still alive. Yeah, post them. Tell them you love them. Tell them you like them while they are still alive. If it's okay, like me, Maureen Lack, post me on FB, post me on Instagram, post me on WhatsApp, post me on YouTube, post me anywhere you can post me. Yeah, just appreciating me. Learn to appreciate people while they are still alive. Appreciate people while they are still alive. Maybe by just a word of mouth or posting them. You can imagine you're just seated, then your friends are calling you, so and so, I'm seeing your photo is somewhere, somebody has posted you, you'll be like, oh, so and so, she has been thinking, or he has been thinking about me, and I'm very grateful to have such a friend. Okay, I know a few of you might be, oh, this person, so she's trying to lure me, to be a close friend or something. We have those people. World is full of people with different minds. And me, I'm that person. I really understand. Different people have got different perceptions. So sometimes don't have to question, why did so and so do this? Why did so and so never thought like this? That person is not you. Your perception is not his or hers. Guys, I think normalize checking up on people even via a call. You don't need to go physically and check those people out. Normalize appreciating people while they are still alive. You can post them, write them a word, just a good word to boost their, energy up. People are going through a lot in this life, and you will never know. But unless you interact with them, you will never know. Even your siblings, even your cousins, your relatives, your close friends, your colleagues. Yeah, because the world is becoming a place like everybody God for us all, like everybody for himself, God for us all. No, let's be humane in nature. Normalize. Check up on people, appreciate people, tell people you love them. It won't cost you anything. Me telling you I love you. The way, okay, my anybody who watches me, you are ever in my heart. And most times I usually say, when I get a chance to say it, I'm like, guys, I love you. You are here. Yeah, because you are the people who, anytime I see one view, one like, I'm like, this person has watched. Or 100 likes or views, I'm like, these people have watched. And I know, even if YouTube is not paying me, they are expecting something from me. So I have to keep them in touch. They give me that energy of embracing, like, filmmaking, sharing stories via this media. And I'm like, guys, my subscribers, I'm very grateful. Thanks so much, and I love you. Yeah, I love you. It won't cost you anything. Tell people you love them. Those who you don't love, tell them you like them, because everybody cannot be a bad person. Like, okay, you can't tell me you don't love somebody, you don't like somebody. Who are you? Like, okay. Okay, that is what Babamona's death has. I usually know those things, but it has reminded me, and I thought to remind you the few things. Check up on people, appreciate people, tell people you love them, tell people you like them. If you are in a position to do something to people, be it your parents, your colleagues, your relatives, or your friends, you want to do something for them, Maureen, I'll do it when that time comes. I will do. Just do it. I might be here right now, the next minute I'm not here, I'm gone. Then stop making grudges, quarrels, brushing with everybody. Like, no one is in this world forever. Life is very funny. For all of us who are watching me, because if you are having a smartphone, I know you are over 20, or okay, you are over 15 or over 10 years, you are watching me. For all of us who are here, the way Babamona said, in 100 years, we won't be here. We won't be here in 100 years. That is the fact. Even that child of 10 years who is watching me, that time when 100 years come, if God has given him or her the grace, this person will be 110. How many of us have grandparents who are 110 years? Just a few number. Let's be human. We are human beings. We are not animals. Let's be human in nature. For once, no one is here to stay. So I came here because of Babamona, but I thought to talk about what his death and the family members has taught me. So guys, as I have said, Babamona, together with the family, he will be brought home today and he will be laid to rest tomorrow. So from me, I want to pass my condolences to the family. Okay, to the father and mother of Kevin Oselu, famously known as Babamona. The other siblings who are remaining, okay, I don't know really the number, but I saw 2 guys and 1 lady. I am passing condolences to them, to the family members, to the entire TikTok family, and I'm very grateful how TikTok has behaved towards the death of Babamona. TikTok, it has been one. The TikTok people have really collaborated. The people from diaspora have really collaborated to make sure these people have a decent burial. And I'm very much grateful to anybody who in one way or another had a hand in this, to make sure these people have a decent burial, since it is the only time. This is the only time we are having them. Today and tomorrow, it is the only time we are having them. because they will be laid to rest tomorrow. So my condolences I pass to the family, to the relatives, to the colleagues. It is very unfortunate, but we have to accept it because God has a reason for everything. I was almost forgetting to how I pray God to give strength to the family. Okay, the family like mother and father to Kevin Oselu, together with the siblings. Then we have the Cecilia Babamona, the biological mother to Babamona. May God give her strength because it is so painful to lose a young child like that. And I think she was the firstborn. May God give strength to Nancy Sunday, her fiancé, because it is so sad when you have future, when you've been with somebody, thinking the future with somebody, then all of a sudden that person leave you like in a blink of an eye. And it is not that person has gone to the market, he will come back. That person has gone forever. So I know it is not easy for her, but how I pray God grant her strength and just take good care of her in her endeavors, because it is not easy. So to entire YouTube family, TikTok family, if you can manage attending the funeral tomorrow, well and good. And okay, I lack words, but to everybody who has watched me, God bless you so much, and I really appreciate your presence over here. Okay, I'm very sure you've learned one or two things from this death, and may their soul rest in peace. Even though it is hard for us who have been following Kevin Oselu, Babamona on TikTok to continue getting the knowledge and wisdom, but may their soul rest in eternal peace. Fare thee well to Babamona and the family members. So God bless you, and I think that is it, guys. So thanks for stopping by, and let's meet on my next video.